Welcome if this your first time on the channel. Today we talking Godfather of Harlem season 4 episode 3, and we finally get that presence that's gonna replace Malcolm X. I made a video last season where I talked about who's gonna be that presence that's gonna replace Malcolm X. I also made a video a while ago where I actually gave them the idea to do the whole universe and bring Frank Lucas in and take it down to Nicky Barnes and everything. And somebody like a producer or writing, one of them reached out to me, and was like, yo, great video. And I'm like, I appreciate it. So it seemed like they definitely doing that, and they are keeping with the gangster presence from somebody, which the next person will be Frank Lucas after Bumpy is gone. And they gonna keep that conscious presence too, and they bringing in the Black Panthers. So I like that they bring in the Black Panthers, and then they end up helping them at the end when they got the sister soldiers together at the end to go up to the school. But you did see it's a lot of men in the Black Panthers behind the sister soldier. You see what I'm saying? It ain't and that's the problem. That's the one problem in the black community where I think we getting undermined by one political party for sure that are pushing the masculine male to the back burner. They either locking them up, or they are emasculating them, right? And they pushing others to the front, knowing our community will never be good until black men are leading our community and the households. We will never be good, ever. We'll never be good, but we getting undermined, and they giving people little, and I'm being a little politically correct when I'm talking, but they giving people, rent money and government assistance and government cheese. You know what I'm saying? They doing these things to keep us out of order, to keep us out of spiritual order and to keep us out here lost, but that's all I'm going to say on that. They also bring in James Baldwin. And you see him and Bumpy bump heads at the beginning. They bump heads because Bumpy's a gangster. And James Baldwin is looking at it like, we need to not deal with them. I like that him and made me end up having a conversation, and then Bumpy and him could have that conversation, They also show Bumpy stopping gentrification. I mean, if they could have did it back then, they would have. They using an old black man who really don't know what's up, Marshall Grant. He just remember Bumpy is a bad dude from back in the day. It was kind of about that too. Bumpy trying to escape his past and turn the next page. When it comes to Marshall Grant, when it came to James Baldwin, it's like everybody see him a certain way. Bumpy's trying to change that. He's like, nah, man, I'm different. I'm trying to build something for the community, for the hood, for us. And he had to get that across to Marshall Grant. I hope Marshall Grant don't get knocked off by Joe Colombo, but I can see that might be a possibility, all right? So, Joe Colombo warned him. Marshall Grant ended up siding with Bumpy anyway. So I hope Joe Colombo don't come whack him, because that's going to create a war between the two for real, But Marshall Grant ends up finally seeing something different in Bumpy when he takes him up to the dude, the white guy, Fred Strop, real job. And he see them, what they gonna build for the community. And he like, yo, this ain't gonna be good. So he side with Bumpy. I like that. Now, Frank Lucas finally meets Joe Colombo. And we still gotta see how is he going to side with Bumpy, because Bumpy keep giving him chances. He is basically trying to see what type of person is Frank Lucas, trying to see his character. And Frank Lucas been failing at every time. Frank Lucas is failing at every turn, so he is over there with Joe Colombo. Hopefully something happened that lets him know I'm in the wrong place. I gotta go back and join Bumpy and get down with Bumpy, Pettigrew, and Chance. That is my best chance to really learn something, to develop as a human. Because right now we are meeting a young Frank Lucas who ain't quite who he's supposed to be. He ain't there yet. He's still doing dumb stuff. He reckless. He just getting to New York. So I think they probably gonna spend a season more with Bumpy and Frank being under Bumpy. But I'm still waiting on him to meet Stella. He ain't met Stella yet, so I can't wait till that happens. Oh, and I forgot to talk about the teacher whipping the kids. I like that Mamie and Elise, they was beefing a little bit because of Margaret. You know, she's trying to rebel, and Elise kind of like that. It made me like, yo, that's the wrong thing to do. But they all get together, they go up there, they bring on a Afeni Shakur. When I first seen her, I said, yo, I know they ain't gonna do a Afeni and bring a Afeni Shakur on the show. Nope, they did. So they got her there, and they might bring Tupac. I remember speaking about this too on the video. I'm like, yo, they could even, it's Harlem, Tupac might could get involved. You know, he had something to do with the Black Panther. So they are, you know, they taking a lot of ideas. I'm just being honest. I'm going to put these videos down in the description, the old videos I made, so y'all can see them. You know, and I'm going to do another preview video on something I see coming that they are doing to really build a character. Because sometimes they bring characters on to get knocked off so they can build another character. I'm going to make that video, you know, I'm going to put that down. Or I actually won't have it done by then, but I'm going to put that video out too, so be looking for that. But yeah, man, this was a great episode. You know, Godfather of Harlem really don't miss, to be honest. They really don't miss, you know. But y'all let me know, what did you think about episode 3? Put it down in the comments. Put your commentary on what I was talking about down in the comments too. I appreciate you. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the other content. Y'all be easy, be safe.